Still working on these adapters for the lawnmower and four-wheelers so we can get them on the lift and get them off the ground. Let me show you what we've been up to. There's all my CAD drawings. No, they're not CAD drawings. This was my original design. I drew it out, thought about it, looked at it, doesn't think it was gonna work. And we tried a different, this was design number 2, and drew it out, thought about it, and that ain't gonna work either. So this is design number 3, and I think this one's gonna work. We're ready to mock this one up. We've thought about it for 2 weeks now, so we're gonna cut a couple pieces of 2-inch square tubing and start mocking this thing up and see what it looks like. So let me get another piece of 2-inch square tubing cut, and then we can start mocking this up out there at the lift. Now hang on. So here it is, basically mocked up on the lift. It's gonna be 4 separate cradles for the tires. The back ones will be a different dimension than the front, because almost everything's got smaller tires on the front, especially our lawnmowers. So this will be 2-inch square tubing, and then the rest of this is going to be 1.5 inch square tubing. So there it is, mocked up. That's not how it started out originally, but that's how it's going to end up, because that's what's going to make it work. Because the arms on the lift were too long. We couldn't get the wheelbase small enough, narrow enough to do what I wanted to do. So this is what I came up with. So we're gonna keep on here, and I guess we'll get this tacked up, and then we'll be back. So there it is, that's tacked. Everything else is just mocked up. So yeah, I think this is gonna work. I got 1-inch bolts to fasten it to the arms with, and I think this is gonna work. So I'm gonna get this one tacked up, and that's probably gonna be it for the day. It's getting kind of late. About time to go home and get some supper. But yeah, there's gonna be 4 of these, like I say. So I think my 0-turn mower, it's probably gonna be the heaviest thing we have on here. I'm thinking it weighs 600-700 pounds. So say it weighs 600 pounds. You know, that's 150. Yeah, that's 150 pounds on each one of these. I know they don't look very strong, but they're only gonna have 150 pounds on them, so should be just fine. And I'm wondering if this may not be too wide, actually. Might double check that. Might tack this up, and then, because I don't want the rear tires to plumb disappear. I just want them to be cradled real nice so we don't have to worry about it rolling off when it's up in the air. So I may double check this. Tack it up very lightly, double check it. So, catch y'all later. If I even edit this video and post it, I started making these adapters for the lift for the 4-wheelers and lawnmowers weeks ago. And I'm going to great pains to make these things. I think they turned out great. They're all straight and square and proper. But what I didn't count on was that. They're just ugly. And it's because, you know, these arms where they have to slide in and out have a lot of play in them. So, see that? So if you hold it up, it's level. But that's what it looks like you know, with the weight on it. I'm actually gonna put the four-wheeler on this, see if it even works. I may have just completely wasted my time, but we're gonna see. So let me pull the four-wheeler in. We'll lower this thing down and pull the four-wheeler in and see what it does. Well, it may not be pretty, but it does work. I mean, you can work under the four-wheeler now. And like I say, it ain't pretty. I'm not happy, but it's just how it is. And it ain't gonna hurt that lift any. It ain't gonna hurt them arms twisting on like that. But if you see any other lift adapters for lawnmowers or four-wheelers, they're actually like two pieces. They go all the way across. See, that would take all that out, I do believe. But because this is such a heavy lift, it's a 12,000 pound lift, and we've got different size things we want to put on here. Four-wheeler, my zero-turn mower, Dad's garden tractors, they're all different, you know, the wheelbase and the width, all different. So we wanted to be able to make it so we could put a lawnmower up here if we wanted to, and get the deck off, okay? And this is the only way I knew to be able to do that, because you have to have the open middle in order to get that deck down. We just use that transmission jack over there, and if we needed to take a deck off, put it up here, take the deck loose, let her down. So yeah, like I say, I'm not happy with the way they turned out, but they work, and that's the main thing. And I just saw for the very first time that the air box is all broke. A limb, a tree limb or something, stick or something, must have got in there and broke that air box. So might ought to get an air box. But yeah, it does work. It ain't pretty, but it works. So that's all that really matters, right? All right, that's all I got for now. Works for a garden tractor too. I don't know if I talked about it before, but I had to make these adapters for the garden tractor to make this bracket smaller, because the front tires are so much smaller on a garden tractor than they are a four-wheeler. Take the little adapter out for four-wheeler, put it in for the garden tractor.